Welcome to beautiful sunny Las Vegas. Today, we're gonna ride Speed the... Oh.
So in case you're unfamiliar, Speed the Ride operated until 2011 at NASCAR Cafe, which is by the Sahara, actually on the other end of the Las Vegas Strip. And it's been sitting here in a field outside of Mandalay Bay for years and years and years. And this was an impressive ride. It was over 200 feet tall, had a 90-degree vertical spike, so it went forwards and backwards. Speeds of like 70 miles per hour, had an inversion. It was a really substantial ride, never got to do it. And it's been sitting here for so long, we'll probably never operate ever again. And that's just a real shame. Here you can see a bunch of the limbs. Thank you. Thanks for that. Yes, that's what it sounded like.
Okay, if there's someone who like works for a city or something in here that can explain this, I never quite understood, like, why? Why keep it? Like, I feel like, isn't it kind of just taking up space? Like, it's just you don't want to pay to, like, get rid of it?
Yeah, I don't know, but I feel like you could sell the steel for scrap money.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why just, like, leave it? Because it's kind of a big space on, like, prime real estate. Like, it's a little weird.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't quite get it.
I wonder if they were always holding on to hope. They're like, well, maybe one day it'll get rebuilt. And at this point, it's been sitting here for, like, well over a decade.
They're holding space for Speed the Ride.
So from this angle, you can see one roller coaster. And in the background, there's another roller coaster. But that one's actually open. But this one was the better ride. If you ask people who rode this, they'd probably tell you they'd rather have Speed the Ride around than freaking New York.
It's an old school limb launch coaster. Like, if you watch videos of it, it just tore through the layout. It looked crazy.
Yeah, I seriously just don't get this, though. Like, either rebuild it or sell it. Do something.
Yeah. This right here is a really cool piece of track. Look, it has supports, like, built into the spine.
Yeah, I've been staring at that. I'm like, it looks like a creature.
Yeah.
It's freaking me out.
This is really cool track.
Maybe that's why they didn't get rid of it. It's too cool, so they're gonna keep it.
They just
for
leave it
people
here.
like us.
It's a Thuzy museum.
It's a museum.
Even though we'll probably never ride this, I'm really glad that we got to see it.
Probably never ride it. We're never riding it.
Yeah. This thing's not gonna open. Rest in pieces. But yeah, if you're here in Las Vegas, you can literally see it in this field right next to Mandalay Bay. Now that we've said our goodbyes and our hellos to Speed the Ride,
that was both hi-bye.
we're gonna go ride the Big Apple coaster just down the street at New York, New York.
Yay! I can't wait to not like it that much. Woohoo!
So when you park at the New York parking garage, the entrance leads you straight to the roller coaster, which is a big difference from if you come in through like the main entrance on the strip. It is like a hassle to find the entrance to this ride, but parking garage makes it easy.
That was like a really short walk. I'm not mad about it. We just got really alarmed though, because like the first thing we see are like the packages, and it's like the cheapest one is like $50, and I thought that meant that was like how much we had to pay for that.
No, that's if you want like arcade tickets as well.
I don't need all that.
No, definitely. Just one ride is fine. One ride is $25, but you can re-ride for $10. Not us spending $75 for the three of us to ride this.
This better be the best coaster ever.
Well, it's
You're
something.
like, hate to break it to you, but...
No. Like, you guys know how we just did a bunch of those Togos in Japan, and some of them were good?
Yes.
This is not one of them.
So I'm not gonna like it more than Fujiyama?
No, there's a reason why, like, people think Togo's like trash, because they ride this, and they're like, oh, all of the rides must be like that. No, this one is just unnaturally bad.
I'm overstimulated in here, I don't like it.
Yeah, you have to walk through the arcade to get to the entrance.
Arcades are a lot for my brain.
The Big Apple Coaster, formerly Manhattan Express. Well, it's been Big Apple Coaster for as long as I've been riding it. First time was in 2016. So on the other side of this barrier is the station, but unfortunately you can't get close to it at all because they won't let you go past this area right here unless you have nothing in your pockets. You gotta put all your stuff in a locker right here, which you do gotta pay for. It's the same like GoPod system you'll find at other theme parks. So unfortunately that does mean that we have to leave you guys here and see you after the ride. the merch for this ride is also comically bad. So here we have the old trains. That's a Vekoma Boomerang, I think, and that looks to be a Blue Fire clone. That's an Arrow Corkscrew, so none of the merch here has actually gotten it accurate to the ride experience. Right below the station, they have an old school sign here that says, "Ride the Manhattan Express." That is so funny. It hasn't been that name in years. At least the theming inside the casino is pretty cool. I like the facades. It's like actually like New York. So, your guys' first time on Big Apple Coaster. How bad was it?
It was pretty
All
bad.
right.
There were parts of it where the train would like go into a valley and you just get slammed down into the seat, and it was just not good. You could replace that with a really good launch coaster, and I think it would make
They're never gonna do
more
that.
than it already
They
does.
print money. The thing is, like, you know, they're preying on one-time riders that don't know that it sucks. So, like, they're not worried about getting people coming back over and over and over again, really. It wasn't, like, rough, I wouldn't say. It was just, like, profiling and transitions were, like,
the transitions
not...
were just
Like, it wasn't just, like, getting
horrendous.
slammed down on your butt. Like, it was, like, your back and your butt. And, like, those premier restraints, like, dig into your abdomen.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, like, all sorts of wrong. But,
Yeah.
like, the views were
okay. I mean, the trains, for what they were, I think they probably were better than the old ones, because I heard they had, like, old Bandit restraints, which I think that just would have been horrible. So I think the trains were definitely an upgrade.
I can't imagine, like, the headbanging. And so,
Yeah, so that was my third time doing it. First time with
think
the
about that.
new
He
Premier
spent
trains.
$75 on this.
I really don't like to talk about it. Like, this thing, I've never liked this ride.
But you gotta do
but
one more and get it to 100.
No, please no. That was,
Someday.
I will say, that was probably my best ride on it, just because the previous trains were worse. I don't like Premier trains like with the comfort colors at all. Like, I've been very vocal about that in the past. But that should just show you then how much worse those original trains were. Like, with those bulky shoulder harnesses, so it presses down on you and then you slam your head. It's just awful. So, like, it is better now. It's still not good.
Oh yeah, no, it's not a good
It's
ride.
far from good.
It's not a good ride,
Not
and
good.
I get why Togo doesn't have like a good reputation in America, if that's like what you know of it.
Yeah.
Because if you ride like Seacoast to Leviathan, like that had like way better profiling.
That was great, yeah.
Like every time I saw like a little like bunny hill or camelback or something coming, I'm like, we're both just like, oh no, oh no,
Yeah,
oh no.
we were like, oh my
there was
God.
no excitement at all. We're like, get us off.
The profiling on this thing is horrendous. It is just like so janky. It makes no sense. The layout is just bad. It's just bad. There's no sugarcoating it. Don't come out here to New York, and ride it.
Correct.
Actually, if you want to do it once, just so
Do
you
it
can
once.
say, like, just so you can understand how bad it
Get
is.
the Togo
I understand
credit.
that. Yeah, like, yeah, get your credit, whatever. Don't be proud of the money you spend. That's the
No,
thing. Like,
feel ashamed. I feel a little ashamed.
Yes.
and if there was ever any doubt about its popularity, right now, at like 2 p.m. on a Friday, this is the line to get tickets for Big Apple. Every single one of these people are going to be spending at least $25 to ride, and they don't give a crap that the ride is bad. If you like Hershey Park's Chocolate World, they also have one here outside New York, New York. This area, though, is really well themed. Like, they did a nice job theming this place up to New York City. It just so happens that it comes with a really sucky roller coaster. And I kid you not, right as we're leaving, look, stopped at the base of the lift. I think they're doing an evac. Oh my gosh. So that does it for our short time here at the New York Hotel and Casino. You know, there's a ton of stuff to do in Las Vegas, some really quality attractions. This is not one of them,
Correct.
but you can still come here and get a coaster credit. So
You know what? At the end of the day, though, it's pretty cool looking.
yeah, let us know down in the comments below if you've had the opportunity to experience the Big Apple coaster, what you think of it. And if you actually like it, please let us know why. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.